and owing 50 to Emma. There's a gap there that needs to be explained. I'm trying to figure out what that gap is. It's not a contradiction. There is something I am missing. It has to do with Kate's argument. It has to. There's no other way this makes sense. Went to the pub. It has to do with the new information that we learned from that contradiction. What am I missing? What am I missing? Because I understand what logically has to happen here. Rebecca paid 20 to... Or sorry... Emma or Kate paid 20 to Rebecca without even thinking, but Kate also owed Emma 50. What am I missing? Okay, I'm seeing it now. Yeah, I had to look what went up, I will confess, but you will forgive me, I'm sure, for being a baby idiot who can't do logical deduction.
Aha. So you lent money to Kate because she was desperate, but she bought loads of jewellery and things. So why were you lending her money?
Well, no, it's because,
It wasn't about money, was it, Emma?
No.
Go on. What was it really about?
We were arguing because she was going to blackmail Ryan, the guy from Atlas, over an affair he was having, and then tell his wife if he didn't give her the money.
Oh.
Ryan's affair with Kate?
No, I don't know. I think he was having an affair with another student and Kate found out.
And why were you involved?
Because I didn't really agree with it. I didn't agree with what she was doing, even if he did have an affair.
Were you friends with Ryan?
No, I'd never met him.
You just thought Kate was wrong?
Yeah.
That was interesting.
Not sure about this. Emma's either on a moral crusade, or there's another reason she was worried about Kate blackmailing Ryan.
Alright, so... Wait, she's never met Ryan. But she went to an Atlas seminar.
Aha.
That's bizarre.
You said you went to an Atlas meeting with Simon.
Yes.
That's interesting, because I happen to know that Ryan is the main lecturer at Atlas. But you say you never met him. Why did you say you don't know him?
Okay, I need to tell you something. I just need to make sure Simon doesn't find out.
I won't be telling Simon anything he doesn't have to hear.
And you can't tell Rebecca either.
Go on.
Okay, so the affair that happened was between Ryan and I. I was having the affair.
Uh-oh.
And Kate knew.
So Kate was blackmailing both of you?
No, she didn't care about me. It was part of the course, you see, having to take all these risks. She thought it was funny to turn her back on Ryan. She thought I wouldn't care.
But you did.
Yes, I was already with Simon when Ryan and I, and I didn't want Simon finding out, and Kate thought that he wouldn't, but I didn't want her risking it. And then if Rebecca found out, then Simon would definitely have found out, and then it would have blown up, and it would have just been a big mess.
And so you just argued and... what?
Well, she just stormed off and broke a window.
And that was it? You didn't see her again that night?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes. I promise.
That's a lot of information we just learned, though. It's a lot of new information.
7 o'clock. So, Ryan's a bit of a Lothario, is he? I think it's time I met this Ryan Rand face to face.
Yes, while you were gone, Onyx, what we learned was that, Emma and Ryan had an affair, and Kate was going to blackmail Ryan because the Atlas course says you should take risks and be bold and do heinous shit. And she thought, man, it would be heinous if I blackmailed Ryan about the affair he had with my best friend.
Ryan!
Yes?
Detective Inspector Jenks, I'm conducting an investigation in the area. Wouldn't mind asking you a few questions, is that alright?
Come in, Inspector.
Thank you.
Come in, Inspector. Oh man, he is not happy to be talking to a cop.
Drink, Inspector.
I'd better not, eh?
So you wanted to speak to me?
I believe that Kate Vine was a student at Atlas.
Kate Vine? Well, yes, she was. All of this has been thoroughly investigated, Inspector. It was suicide.
Well, we have reason to believe there may be rather more to it than that.
Really? Well, then, in that case, I'd be prepared to assist in any way possible.
Thank you.
I think the person who's playing Jenks doing a pretty good job at playing the bumbling detective. I think it's on purpose. I think he's purposely trying to be like a bumbling detective that thinks he's cooler than he is. I think that's part of the performance.
I believe the
But
last time you saw Kate
either way, I
Vine
love it. I love
was
how
at the
fucking
pub
goofy
last
this fucker
Friday,
is.
Then you came straight back with some of the students, is that right?
Yes, I like to have a glass of port or two after a long day, and benefits of being married to the landlady.
How did she seem that night?
The landlady?
Kate.
Oh, Kate. Well, she was her usual self, drunk.
That was usual.
It was for her, yes. I mean, it didn't impair her ability, though. She was a very bright star, lots of potential, very enthusiastic.
So she seemed to be enjoying the course?
As far as anybody could tell, yes.
When did you first meet her?
When she joined about 3 months ago.
I can
And
see
you
the
hadn't
Columbo
met her before
vibe
then?
coming. But it does feel like a guy who would say,
So you didn't
one more
suspect there was
thing.
anything wrong?
Well, do you mean did I expect her to drown herself? Of course I didn't inspect her. It was quite a shock. Nobody expected that.
It's quite the shock. Nobody expected that.
Have you seen this before?
Not that I recall.
You don't know whether Kate had lost this or not.
No, I've never seen it before, sorry.
I've never seen it before, sorry.
Does Simon Thompson ride a bike, do you know?
I think so, yes. I think he drives as well, but I might be mistaken.
I actually, now that we're talking about it again, it's kind of strange to ask if you've seen someone's driver's license before. That's a bizarre question. Have you seen this driver's license before? Why are you asking that question? What would you gain from this knowledge?
Have you tried Simon's homebrew?
Does he make homebrew? No, I haven't had the pleasure, sorry.
Aw, he never tried the lethal beer that Simon makes.
Know what this is?
Yes. It's a freedom necklace. It's a symbol that we use on the course. It's supposed to represent freedom from the chains of your ancestry.
Have you ever bought one of these?
I haven't, but I've seen the students wearing them.
I haven't, but I've seen the students wearing them. It was an unwanted gift! We're gonna have to piece that together at some point. This necklace was an unwanted gift that from Emma, so she gave it to Kate. It was given to her by Ryan for the affair.
What do you know about the broken window at the back of the pub?
Oh, Rebecca told me about it. I don't know how it got smashed, though. I told her to tape over it. We can't have anybody cutting themselves. You have to be very health and safety conscious these days.
All right.
Do you know anything about an argument in the pub last Friday?
What time?
I believe it wasn't long after the pub opened.
No. I usually leave for the manor house about 6. I start preparations around 6:30. I like to get a head start.
And that's why you're here at 7.
Can you tell me about this?
Haven't seen that for a while. I had a friend who used to make them for us for the course. He passed away last year.
What does the symbol mean?
It's borrowed from paganism. It's the symbol of the triple goddess, the mother, maiden, and crone, represented by the waxing and waning of the moon. It's an ancient symbol. It predates Christianity. Some people say that it dates back to Paleolithic times.
And is that relevant to the course?
Well, no. I mean, it's a symbol we dabbled with, but it's not particularly relevant. We don't use it on the course, no.
Symbol not used on the course. Interesting. I feel like we're gonna be having that. We're gonna be asking the question.
Tell me about this.
It's the first one we ever had made. We had it designed by an agency after we'd spent weeks trying to find a name for this place.
It took you weeks.
Don't be like that, Inspector. I thought it was a rather grand name. Actually, if I'm being honest, I plucked it out of thin air one night in the George while I was having a few gin and tonics. Well, actually, somebody left a book and I stole it.
He must have been reading Atlas Shrugged on the toilet, and that's how he got the name for his course. Ryan Rand.
Have you seen one of these before?
I believe that looks like a scrying mirror to me.
You have seen one before?
Well, I used to have one myself, actually, along with lots of other bits and pieces of that nature. Silly things, you know.
Really?
Yes, when I was in my teenage years, I had quite an obsession with that kind of thing. I was a very somber child, and well, not that you could tell, always playing fantasy games, reading books about that kind of malarkey, you know.
What sort of books did you read?
Well, books on black magic, not the chocolates.
Not the
witchcraft,
chocolates.
satanic rituals, that kind of thing. I grew out of it, of course.
But you're not into that sort of thing now.
Of course I'm not. I mean, I don't need to believe in the supernatural, Inspector. The natural world is far more interesting. Don't you think so?
You don't believe in the supernatural, but you use the triple goddess. Okay, that's not a contradiction? Fuck off. Okay. Let's see. There's got to be something here. I'm thinking. Seeing that I'm making sure I'm not missing anything. Any emotional problems? During the course and appeared happy. Supernatural now. Used to read about black magic and satanic rituals. He's not saying he doesn't know about this shit, which he does. My friend who died last year. Symbol not used on the course. Am I missing something?
That's it for the time being. Thank
Yeah,
you.
let me see. Better see Simon again. Okay.
There you go. Come on. Cute.
Oh, okay, he's doing something. He's baking.
Smells nice. What is that?
Chili pork.
I had no idea you were a cook.
Oh no, I used to be more into it. No, I don't do it so much. Used to grow my own herbs and everything.
Oh, here?
No, at the farmhouse where I used to live.
Oh, where was that?
That's where James lives. Yeah, we used to share a house together. The farmer used to let us use a corner on his greenhouse to grow stuff.
Okay, you used to live with
James.
James.
Well, didn't really get on.
Where are the greenhouses?
Well, it's just through the farmyard at the back.
Interesting.
Let's see if we have any. I don't think we have any new items to show him. That's just kind of a useful information. Yeah, no new items.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Let's go check out this greenhouse.
Simon mentioned another greenhouse on the farm. Must be up the hill over there.
Let's go further up. Into the large greenhouse. Alright, let's see what clues we discover here.
I wonder if James knows this is here. Don't know what it is, but be interesting to see what he says about it.
Alright, we got some new clues. Let's see what else we have to talk about. James, buddy. Tell me about your drugs. Tell me about your drugs, buddy.
A few more questions, if you don't mind. Could you tell me what these are, please? I found them in the greenhouse.
Been snooping around on the farm, have we?
It's called investigating, James.
Yeah. It's just mint. Mint leaves. For cooking.
Yeah, I heard you were a bit of a budding chef.
Dabble a bit. Won a few competitions.
Very impressive. So you normally just leave packets of mint lying around?
Must have dropped it.
That seemed a little sus. I don't know if I believe him. I don't think I can actually contradict him on this subject. Might be able to try, but yeah, I think
that's
we
all
have
for
to
the
end up
moment.
going
Thank
talking
you.
to some other people before we continue. Yeah, we need to learn some information before we can keep going. I enjoy this
Couple more
game.
questions, if that's okay.
This game is goofy as fuck, but I do love it.
Do you know what these are?
Oh, magic mint. Where did you find this?
Magic mint.
Salvia divinorum. I used to grow it years ago. It makes you trip.
In what way?
It's a hallucinogenic and legal. Quite a dangerous combination, really.
Do you use it?
Me? No.
Salvia.
No, I don't even take medicines. I like to stay pure.
I like to stay pure.
I didn't expect Rebecca to know about growing drugs. I know she claims not to use them herself, but I'm not so sure.
Doesn't take any drugs or meds feels like a really easy argument to break. At some point in the future.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
I wonder if we can ask Jimmy about the salvia that he grows. Jimmy? Jimmy, you lied to me, buddy. Jimmy?
A few more questions, please. Thank you. Ever heard of Salvia divinorum, James?
What's that, skin cream?
It's not a skin cream, no. It's a plant.
Really? Don't know much about plants.
So you've never heard of Salvia?
No.
Alright. Come on, we can at least break him on the obvious lie here. Come on. doesn't take much to make that logical deduction. Come on, man. Guess we can't break him. We really can't. We really can't just say, we know that you grow salvia. We can't just do that. Wow. Okay. Okay, game. Okay. Alright. Guess we'll see what
that's it for now. Thank you.
Sam and Emma have to say about this. Maybe even Ryan.
Ask you a couple more things, please.
Know what these are?
No. Look a bit like sage leaves.
Haven't seen them before, though.
Not at all, no.
Ever heard of Salvia divinorum?
Salvia divinorum?
Magic mint, same thing.
Oh, yeah, you mean the drug? Yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah, ever tried it?
Like once or twice, yeah. But it's not really my sort of thing. It messes with your brain. I've never tried any other drugs either. Well, nothing like that. Nothing hallucinogenic.
Has tried salvia a few times. Oh, okay. Seen the leaves before. Has tried salvia a few times. That's a contradiction. Fuck you, game. Fuck you.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
You know what these are, by any chance?
No. Sorry. I don't know anything about plants or things like that, but you should ask Rebecca. She used to live on a farm. She'd know.
Alright.
Ever heard of Salvia divinorum?
Yeah, I've heard of it. It's a drug, isn't it?
Yeah. Hallucinogenic drug. Ever tried it?
No, I've never taken any illegal substances.
Well, salvia is legal, but, you know. Maybe Ryan would know.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
I don't do hallucinogens, but I appreciate the request. All right, let's see if Ryan knows about the Salvia Divinorum.
Just a few more questions, if you don't mind. Do you know what this is?
Looks like chopped tea bags to me. What is it?
I just thought you might know.
I don't know anything about plants, Inspector. What you should do is ask Rebecca. She knows far more about these things than I do. Messy things, growing things.
All right, he doesn't know about them.
Have you ever heard of Salvia divinorum?
No. What is it?
It's a hallucinogenic plant. A legal one. At least for the moment.
I've no interest in drugs, Inspector. My job. That's the only drug I need. As trite as that may sound.
And it
Do you know
does
any
sound trite.
students who may have used hallucinogens?
No. My students aren't interested in that kind of thing. Besides, No one is allowed drugs or alcohol onto the site. I don't think anyone has ever brought drugs to Atlas.
Do you have any medicines on site at all?
No, we're not allowed. Insurance purposes.
Doesn't allow drugs or alcohol onto the premises. Kate was drunk. How is that not a gotcha? How is that not a gotcha?